Hey everyone. In the last video we saw we have created the assessment task after triggering the record, and we have added the related list on our form. In this video I will be closing this task with the appropriate input, and based on that I'll trigger the flow. Uh, in this video I want to close this task as I don't want to renew this certificate, and after doing that I want to trigger some approval. Okay, we will see how do we do that in the flow designer. One very important point I want to make here: there are on YouTube, right? There are so many useful videos are available which could describe you the if else flow and everything. Much better video than this one. Okay, I'm not here to give you the happy flow. If you do this, if this condition will meet, then else this will happen. Uh, those basic thing I'm not here to describe. I'm here to do the simple mistake as everybody would do, and I'm going to rectify that. Once you do that by your own, make the mistake and uh, correct it, then that learning, right? That learning would be something different. Okay. We will see what we are talking about. Trust me on this. uh, it will be, I mean, overall the session, all this video series would be the best one. We'll see. Thank you. So we are back to the flow designer. I want to close this task, and after closing this task I want to generate a approval. First of all, let me create a certificate. This is the new certificate. I want to save it now. I'm hoping that some assessment task could be created. Let me save it one more time. Okay, I can see assessment task is created. What I want to do, uh, I want to make a flow where if I would close this particular task, saying that no, I don't want to renew this, and I want to say that this is close complete. If I'll save it, I'm not saving it right now. If I'll save it, then the approval should trigger. Okay, we will see how we can get that particular requirement. So let me create a logic where I want to say if this particular task, let me get this task first. This particular task in step 1, action 1, if this task is close, it means state is close complete, and at the same time, if for this task I have selected renewal is not required, like this, if this both would be true, then what I want to trigger a approval. Okay, ask for approval. On which record it will go for the approval? It will go for the approval in this record, right? Table would auto populate. In the approval field, we have to select the approval, and here approval history. This is what we do when we look to trigger the approval. I want to say yes, approve. If any one of the approval will approve, right, then this should be approved. Fine. Who will have to approve this? For that, I would like to go for there was some DL, right? Uh, Application team DL. So I want to send them the approval request. Yeah, application team DL. So what I want to say, I'm triggering the approval, sending the approval request to these people, whoever in this list, and if anybody would approve, anyone would approve, then this request will approve. According to me, this logic is very correct. Create a task, check if this task is closed, and this renewal no is selected, and then if it is true, then ask for approval, and we'll see what will happen after the approval. To test the logic, I want to create a new certificate. Let me save this. I think I have to refresh one more time to generate the assessment task. Okay, it is generated. I see status is open. Let me close this task with the proper input. I want to close this task as a no renewal required, and I want to close complete. Okay. As per our flow, if I'll close this task, if I'll save it now, then some approval will trigger. Let me see. Let me go to the parent record, and I'm hoping that some approval will trigger. Let me refresh. Uh, no approval is triggering. Why? We did everything we could, right? Close complete, no renewal. If it is true, then this should trigger approval. Just pause this video for a second and think with this logic we are not, why this is not getting validated. And also, this is 33, right? Just test this record. Just test this in the test. Let's see what it says, where it is failing, where it is stuck. Okay, this completed task is completed, we saw that, and this is evaluating as false. That is why this is not triggering no run, right? Now see it again, see this flow again, and just try to find out, think why this is coming as false. Okay, just pause the video for a time being, just see once, because according to me, the FL's logic I know from my childhood, it looks correct only. Just check once, think. Okay, are you able to figure out the mistake, what mistake we have made? Just see the flow. Once this will trigger, right? Task created. Then and there it will come to, it will evaluate this statement. Task created, okay. Next, this statement. This statement says just check whether this is close complete and this is not renewed. But no, we just have created the task. I need to go to the task. I need to close it. I need to change the status and close it. Then you should evaluate this, not just after creating the task. But I'm not giving any such condition that they have to wait till I close this, right? That is why after creating the task, when system is evaluating this, this is coming as false, because by default if you see, state would be open, and this would be something else, not the one we need, right? That is why it is evaluating past evaluating false out here. Hope this makes sense. I have to fix it. How will I fix it? I will ask system to wait till we close the task. Once this task will be closed, then I will ask system, hey, check, this task is closed. Now check if the renewal is selected as I don't want to renew. Okay. If that is also true, then ask for the approval. We'll see how do we do that. So let me delete this first. At this point of time, I want to check if this task is closed. Now I want to ask my system to wait till the time this task is close complete. I want it to wait. Wait for condition. What would be the condition? That this task is close complete. So state is close complete. So after evaluating this, system will come to this step when this task is close complete. It is already done. Close complete is done. Okay. If it will come here, then I want to check if the, I mean, how have we closed that uh, particular task. We closed it as a we don't want to renew. We have to validate that in the if condition. So data pill task record if I want to check if this is closed as no renewal required. If this is true, then what? Then ask for approval. Then ask for approval. And that would be approval to which record? Approval to the certificate details. Approval history, approve. Okay, who will approve? If any one of from the DL, that DL would be, I think the DL we have, what we have provided over this certificate details field, application team DL. If anyone would approve from this DL, then approve it. So see it again. I am waiting for the condition to get this task close. A renewal not required. I'm checking renewal. If renewal not required, then ask for approval. Okay. Let me save and activate it. And now let me test that flow. So I have filled this form. Let me submit this certificate. Let me refresh it one more time. Okay. I see that assessment task is created. In the assessment task, let me close it as no renewal not required. Good. And let me close it as a close complete. Okay, let me save this. Let's go to the parent record from here. and I see that this is the approval has been triggered. And who are all are there in the approval list? These people are the part of this application deal. Okay, you want to double check, you can check it here. These are the people are the part of application team deal. All right, so far so good. See, uh, the the point I was trying to make here is there are 1000 way you can implement this particular logic. Very easy, very easy. You can do that, right? The important thing is, if something is not working, why that is not working is more important than other 1000 ways it is working. You will yeah, I think you understand, you should understand what I'm talking about. Thank you so much. We'll see next. What do we have in the requirement? Hey everyone, so till now we have seen that we have triggered the approval once user has decided not to renew the certificate. We ask for the approval, that is fine. Now after the approval, I want to create a task in revocation table that we have already created. This table is already there in our application. I want to create a record here, and once this record will be closed, I want to close this particular the parent record. Okay, this is the requirement we are going to implement now. Let's see. Now we will see if we have the approval, then this revocation task should be created. This is what we are going to see, right? So we are in the flow designer. We'll check if the above step that you see, ask for approval, we got the proper approval. This is approved, that we need to validate. The approval status should be approved. If it is approved, now what? If it is approved, create a task. Create a task in which table? We need to create a task in revocation table to revoke the certificate. Okay, we need to select the table and we need to select all the fields that we need. Let's see what are the fields we have on the revocation task form. So I need assign to, and okay, sorry, this is the different one. This is not the revocation. For the revocation, this is the form. That was for the procurement, by the way. So I need to fill the parent request number. No, I won't be able to pre-populate the request number. I need a certificate details, and I need to pre-populate assign to, right? Okay, let's do it in the form designer. So I have started filling this form. We have to create a task in the revocation table. I will select parent. First of all, I would select parent, and I have already described the importance of this field. Then only you will be able to tag this particular revocation task with your parent and the certificate, right? And after tagging that only you will be able to get the related list for this table on the certificate. Okay, So parent field assigned to, I got this detail from them as assigning to the application owner, which is present in the certificate detail. Assignment group the same. In the certificate details, I want to provide this information. I just drag and drop from here. The last one I wanted to show you, the expiry date. I want to drag and drop the expiry date as well. Where is the expiry date? Let's find out. This is the expiry date. Let me drag and drop. And I think we are done. So after the approval, this should create a revocation task, automatic revocation task. Okay, let me save, activate, and quickly test this flow. So I have quickly filled this certificate, and once I'll save it, I will have this assessment task created. Let me refresh it one more time. Yes, assessment task is created. Let me close this task. So let me close this record by selecting no, I don't want to renew the certificate. Let me close this. What I'm expecting after closing this, I want to have approval trigger. And here you go. We have approval triggered. What I want, if I'll approve this, then one task should be automatically created. First of all, let's see if we have any task in this revocation table. Okay, one we already have. Let me delete it first to avoid any confusion. Okay, now we don't have any task. So let me do the approval part. Approved. Okay, I don't know where that screen went, but yeah, I have approved. And this is the revocation task table. Okay, this has been created. Okay, let's get inside, see everything is correct or no. Everything is, and this is the 37. All right, this is the newest record. 37. Okay, and this one, all right, this has been created successfully. Fine. Now I need, and also you can see this has been assigned to the application owner and assigned to the development team. Good. Now what I want, if you see the requirement, if I'll close this task, if I will close this task, then we have a certificate, the parent certificate that we have, right? This certificate, this particular certificate. Once I'll close this revocation task, where is that revocation task? Let me open that. What happened? We want to implement is when we close this particular task, the parent record should be automatically close. This should be automatically updated to close complete. This is what we are going to achieve now. Okay, we'll see. Hey everyone, now we have to check if this task is closed. Then I have to close the parent task. What do you think? If I'll put the condition here saying that this task is closed, let me do that. If I'll keep the if condition like this, if I'll just put that, okay, check the state of this number sixth, whatever the task we have in number 6, if that is closed, then update the parent record. Suppose if I'll put the parent record, this one, the certificate detail record, right? What do you think would happen? Just we already discussed this in the in case of approval, how the flows is working. If I'll put this will not work. Let me explain you the reason one more time. As soon as they will create the task, at the same time it will check whether this task is closed or no. They will not wait for us to close this task, and then and there this this uh, this step will return false, and once this will return false, the further step will not get executed. But this is not what we want. After creating the task, we want to wait to get this task close, and then we have to update the parent record, right? So this particular flow, what I was trying to build, will not work. One more time. Okay, let me delete this. Again, also I have to delete this one as well. I want to make a wait condition where I have to ask, where I have to say that, hey, wait for this task to close and then do the rest. Okay, let me do that. So let's create a wait for condition. Let me fill out these details. So this is how I'll prepare the wait condition for this revocation task. I'm waiting for state to be close complete. Now we prepare the wait condition. At this step, whenever system will come to this particular step, at that time this condition must be met, right? And the task which where we want to close, that is already been closed, so we should be good. Now what I want to update the record, update the parent record as close complete. Let's update the record. Which record I need to update? I need to update the certificate details record. Which field? I need to update the state field, and I need to update the state field to close and complete. Done. Let me save it and activate, and we will quickly test that. Let me put the end here because we have completed the flow. Yet to validate, but yes, we have completed the flow. If some issue will come, we will try to find out and correct it. To retest this, let me create the certificate details record. So I have filled the form quickly. Let me save it. I'm hoping this assessment task to be generated. Let me refresh. Yeah, we have assessment task. Assessment task. Let me close the task as renewal not required and close complete. Let me close it. Let me go to the parent record. I'm hoping, yes, some approval will be required. After the approval, I'm hoping that one related I'm hoping that one request would be created in the revocation task, this table, revocation task. Okay, for the to avoid the confusion, let me delete this one. Okay, All right, after approval, one task will be created here. But before I do that, I want to create one related record which could store the revocation request for this particular parent certificate. Like we have this one, this one. Likewise, I want to have one more related record. Okay, let me add that first. Configuration, related list, and add the certificate revocation task, this one, and let me put on top of it. Okay, so we have this task added here, and now if I will provide the approval, I'm hoping that some revocation task could be generated here. Let me refresh this. Correct. This revocation task has been created. Well and good. And if I'll close this task, I'm hoping that this parent record, this one you see, right? Let me open this in another tab. This parent record state is open. If I will close this revocation task, then this parent record should be closed. This should be updated. Let me close it. Let me close, and I want to say 0001 story. With that story, I have revoked this certificate. Fine. Let me, and this is close complete already, right? Okay, let me save it. And once you go here, you see this recently been updated to close complete. So by doing that, we have completed one flow from start from here till here, approval, revocation task, and done. Next, we'll have to do this flow. They will have to procure the certificate, procurement task. After the procurement task, change request. After the change request, done, complete. That we will check soon. Thank you for watching. Hope you find this helpful.